Hallo, hallöchen Leute, willkommen wieder zurück zu Honkai Star Rail. Wir sind hier wieder unterwegs und wollen uns hier mal ein bisschen bei den Leuten hier, bei der APC mal wieder ein bisschen mitmischen, weil die machen mal wieder Ärger.
That toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't I heard it before in Aurum Alley?
Haben wir das?
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I can handle your unreasonable ways. But straight up snatching IPC cargo, isn't that going a bit too far?
Just as I've said it many times already. Once we've inspected the cargo and completed the security check, you can be on your way.
I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm thinking clear. And my answer is crystal clear. Not a chance. Keep detaining my cargo and I'll file a complaint directly with your general.
Worüber streitet ihr euch denn so? Scott, was machst du denn hier? Habe ich da gerade einen Bellen gehört? Wir sind mal ein
I was
bisschen
going to
nett.
ask you the same thing. Why do I keep running into you? You're staying on the Cienjo, are you? What terrible luck. Wherever you go, disasters aren't far behind.
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express? What brings you and Yanqing to the Artisanship Commission?
Ich hörte, dass sie Ärger hat. Yang Qing soll für Ruhe sorgen, weil die IPC Probleme macht und ich will ihm dabei helfen.
Trouble caused by the IPC? I'd say it's caused by the Skyfaring Commission.
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing.
Na, ein bisschen was von beiden.
I was sent here to deal with the IPC protest, Miss Shikue. What's going on?
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin and rescued by the Juming's diplomatic ship. And this is Mr. Scott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
So, you're Scott. I've heard her mention you. Weren't you kicked off the Lafu before? Why did you come back?
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know, as soon as the ship entered the harbor, a bunch of Cloud Knights showed up and...
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you a million times.
Then why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady craftsmen. It's obvious you're trying to steal the IPC's patented technology.
Listen here. Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous items that could possibly be weapons in your cargo hold. That's why they called me here, to
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Lafu. We'll just fix the ship and be on our way. We won't unload our car.
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days before your ship is repaired and you can take off again.
I understand, but we don't need to disassemble the cargo if it's just a security check.
In most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only contain machinery, but also...
Biological tissue? Does this crate contain living things?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, according to our regulations, we need to unseal one of the crates for further examination. But this IPC...
The Alliance's regulations on biological products are very strict. Without further inspection...
Oh, really? Fine. If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical or biological. It's none of your business.
This Mr. Scott seems stubborn and difficult to persuade. Honestly, I really don't want to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC.
Nun, ich hätte schon die ein oder andere Idee, wie man Scott überzeugen könnte. Überlasst das mir. Ich bin eine erstklassige Händlerin.
I heard how you helped Aurum Alley. The IPC representative back then was Mr. Scott, right? Since you've dealt with him before, it looks like I'll have to rely on you again.
Oh, Heiland.
What are you guys whispering about over there? Just hurry up and give us back our cargo.
Na gut, dann reden wir nochmal, Scotty. Achso, ja. Wir haben wieder hier ein paar Verhandlungen. Oh, Heiland. Gut. Beginn der
As
Verhandlungen,
I
oh, Heiland.
recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some extent. Let's use that against him.
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4 of the Cienjo Alliance IPC Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never
Vorschläge auf Grundlage des Gesetzes unterbrechen, ihn zunächst in Verlegenheit bringen, dann Chinks Identität nutzen, um ihn einzuschüchtern, ihn an seine peinliche Vergangenheit erinnern. Ja, nehmen wir
The
mal das hier.
Alliance can sign a non-disclosure agreement with you. That way, you won't have to worry about any infringements, right?
We can sign a mutually acceptable non-disclosure agreement in accordance with the IPC's rules.
Well, that makes sense, but how can we trust you to honor the terms? Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild are incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest imagination. If anything goes wrong, you won't be able to pay for it even.
Statt zu argumentieren, einfach gleich zur guten alten Gewalt übergeben, ihm versichern, dass ihr mit Bedacht vorgehen werdet. Entschädigung? Das hättest du wohl gern. Die Himmelsreisekommission wird dafür bezahlen. Ihm versichern, dass ihr Bedacht... was nehmen wir hier? Wähle eine der folgenden Handlungsstrategien. Emotionale Harmonisierung. Überspringen dieser Verhandlungsrunde. Kehre zur letzten Verhandlungsrunde zurück. Nehmen wir mal das hier.
Your logic is too confusing for anyone to follow. Maybe you should learn the art of communication from a monkey before you continue spouting nonsense?
Alter, bist du fies! Verhandlungsstrategie erfolgreich eingesetzt. Oh, Alter. Selbst wenn wir die Geheimhaltung des geistigen sind von der Gilde gebaut sind unglaublich wertvoll. Ihr könnt euch nicht ausmachen wie Fahrzeug. Wenn etwas schief geht, könnt ihr das nicht mit eurem Leben wieder machen. Aber ihr versichert, dass ihr mit Bedacht vorgehen werdet. Nehmen wir das
Don't
mal.
underestimate Cienjo technology. Even if they need to dismantle your cargo, the Artisanship Commission can easily put it back together.
Yeah, go ahead and brag about
What?
their skills. After all, you're just a negotiator they hired. But I'm different. I'm an IPC member, and my fleet has accepted this transportation order. Besides, the cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the...
Wegen deiner weitreichenden Beziehungen außerhalb es wird Zeit, die Sache zu versucht die Angelegenheit Führung zu regeln. Versucht die Angelegenheit Bestimmung der IPC zu regeln.
According to the principle of territoriality, since your vessel is stranded on the Cienjo, the Skyfaring Commission has the right to inspect it.
Indeed. According to Article 27 of the Cienjo Legal Code, all official and private goods upon entering the port shall be subject to inspection. Failure...
Huh? My synesthesia beacon must not be working, because I have no idea why you just...
Simply put, if you insist on hindering the inspection, we'll have to treat the...
Confiscate it? How can you Cienjo people be so
If this were pure point, and incoming cargo posed a safety risk, the IPC would take it in for...
That's true. But the IPC... Sometimes we both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Cienjo operate, right? As an IPC worker, I have to abide by its regulation.
Cienjo-Leute befolgen lediglich ihre eigenen Regeln. Versuche inzwischen über seine nicht sehr vielversprechende Karriereaussichten reden, seinen Stolz hinterstücken und ihn anflehen. Oh Gott, was haben wir hier noch? Die Wahrheit ausweichen, überspringe diese Verhandlungsrunde, kehre zur letzten Verhandlungsrunde zurück. Doppelte Ergebnis in dieser Verhandlungsrunde. Emotionale Harmonisierung. Machen wir das nochmal?
Your logic is too confusing for anyone to follow. Maybe you should learn the art of communication from a monkey before you continue spouting nonsense?
Hä? Verhandlungsstrategie erfolgreich. Hä? Die Cienjo-Leute befolgen lediglich ihre eigene Regeln. Versuche ihn zu bestimmen. Über seine nicht sehr viel machen wir das mal.
I understand that you're trying to stick to the IPC regulations, and that's commendable, Mr. Scott. But what you fail to see is that this argument is if this conflict with the Skyfaring Commission escalates, it won't just make things difficult for your business, but it'll also have an impact.
Of course, I never wanted conflict with the Cienjo. Like I said, all I wanted was to retrieve the cargo and be done with it, but they just refused to let us go.
Das haben wir dann wohl
You
gewonnen.
guys sure know how to argue your case. Fine. I'll allow you to do the security inspection. It's just that, I need some time to sort things out.
So, Mr. Scott, are you just stalling for time and planning to leave the Cienjo as soon as your ship...
Well, IPC staff are free to come and go, as long as they don't break any laws.
Yeah, you've got some insight there. Who are you again?
Hm?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lingcha, Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission.
Could she be?
Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the Xianzhou Juming.
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so it's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
Na, nicht so.
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Wait a minute!
Okay.
Well, that's more like it. If only the young displayed a more reasonable attitude, we could have sidestepped that. Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Okay.
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo. According to the import and export regulation signed between the Xianzhou and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat. Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
Only 47 years?
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live a few more decades.
Meine
Have
Güte,
some confidence in yourself.
meine Güte. Die Laofu-Leute, die haben echt eine scharfe Zunge. Alle.
Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time, I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for...
Viel Spaß.
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection.
But...
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for.
Entschuldige die Umstände, danke Bruder. Wenigstens hattest du ausnahmsweise mal Einsehen.
Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman.
Von wem redet er jetzt? Redet er von Lingcha oder von jemand ihr wisst ja, von dem Arum Alley Special? Das könnte natürlich auch sein.
Bro, just do the inspection.
This lady is really something else.
Ja, die ist echt krass.
Is this the IPC product?
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Turn it off.
Oh Gott, da kommt ein Bosskampf. Oh. Was hat's denn damit auf sich?
Well, how unexpected. That was a surprise.
Oh ja. Ein bisschen schon.
Take your positions.
Oh,
Dreams do
danke.
come true.
Detecting damage.
Na, greifen wir so nicht an. Und auf geht's. Und los geht's. Und Angriff. Das war ein guter Angriff. Kannst du noch kontern? Ja, sehr gut.
How many can you block? Strike with heart.
Stay in
Genug. Auf jeden Fall. Und los geht's. Puh. Das haben wir dann geschafft. Und los geht's.
Let the show begin.
Oh ja. Beginnen wir mit der Show hier.
What are you made of?
Aber sowas von. Autsch, autsch. Das war nicht so toll. Greifen wir jetzt an. Oh oh. Und tschüss. Das war's für den. Mit dem Angriff hier.
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous.
Ich glaube nicht, dass sie davon wussten, oder?
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
Oh oh.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving. I swear on the Amber Lord.
Oh Mann, der Synchronsprecher gibt alles.
Enough. Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC guest to the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Scott.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside. Just like the craftsman feared. I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
Warum sagst du das?
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine...
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology? Perhaps they're trying to create a new weapon?
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borison attacked the ship. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the Ten Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, it's the safest place on the Luofu. As for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and explain the situation to the judge.
Oh. Nach einer Weile ging jeder seiner Wege.
I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble, but I didn't think they'd be this tricky. Thanks for your help, Miss Lingcha.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. Taking down that big guy. I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect it.
Joch ist, süß ist, kompakt ist. Was soll ich antworten?
Huh? As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right? Saving the Luofu from that crisis.
It wasn't a big deal.
It's still early, so why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the...
I'd be happy to accept your invitation.
And you three are coming too, right?
Ja, können wir gerne machen. Los geht's. Gut. Wo können wir denn jetzt am besten hin? Wir gehen einfach mal direkt mit der Schnellreise hin. Und rennen dann. Oh, ich finde immer noch schade, dass wir in Honkai Star Rail nicht springen können. Ich vermisse so sehr, dass ich jetzt einfach X gedrückt habe.
And the view at the Alchemy Commission hasn't changed a bit. The tides come and go, but the ancient sea remains the same. For us Vidyadhara, there's nothing more...
You're a Luofu native, Miss Lingcha?
Yes, I grew up here. Listening to the sound of waves while researching prescription, it's kind of sad, isn't it? Everything changes, but somehow remains familiar. Just like you, Don Hung, I traveled far from home.
The view here would be even better without the...
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty...
Even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that the ambrosial arbor has been reborn...
Well, once a seed is planted, no matter how long it takes, in my humble opinion, The rebirth of the Ambrosial Arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. The seed was already planted when
Wie kamen wir auf einmal auf ein so ernstes Thema? Wir können nicht einfach wild über diese Dinge spekulieren, Lingcha. Ich dachte, wir würden hier Tee trinken, also wo ist der Tee?
My bad. Well, since you went through the entire Ambrosial Arbor crisis firsthand,
What would you like to discuss, Miss Lingcha?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and clean up all the old... Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible. I'm looking to
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here. The Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected. If you cannot distance yourself from these ties, Miss Lingcha...
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years. If you're determined to root them out...
I see. Thank you for your valuable insights. While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the Ambrosial Arbor, it can't sever mortals' desire, just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but are unable to calm the hearts and minds of the people within the Alchemy Commission. Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well, and that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the Arbor to the Vidyadhara. However, the Vidyadhara are still only mortal beings. 30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized, unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. In the end, she was framed and exiled to the Juming. And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence? None other than General Jing Yuan himself.
What?
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but... Alas, why is your face turning pale, Yinch? Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides, at our age, holding personal grudge...
Lingcha, you're back! Ugh, I've been waiting ages for you.
Oh Gott, die beiden treffen wieder aufeinander. Yangqing und Yunli. Oh.
Yunli! Why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission? Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to Yanqing.
Uh-oh.
What a small world. You stole my sword! Give it back!
Uh-oh.
I see. Let's skip the introduction part then.
Uh-oh.
Why do I keep bumping into you? Are you stalking me or something?
Ich glaube, in dem Fall ist es eher andersrum.
Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yunli, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without returning my sword.
Oh Mann.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you've been distracted. You hesitate when you should strike, and you struggle. Now that I see you again, I realize your sword was right. It wasn't me who took your sword. It was you who lost focus.
Do you really expect me to believe that nonsense? I've been taking it easy on you because you're a guest from the Juming. But you're not taking the hint. Don't people from the Juming know you're supposed to return?
Just look at this flying sword. Even if I gave it back to you now, it'd just be taken away again in a few hours.
Uh-oh.
You know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon. Yes? Well, sure. I can give it back to you now.
Fine! You don't have to give it back, because I'll take it back myself!
Uh-oh. Vielleicht sollte ich den General rufen. Junge Leute sind immer so impulsiv. Laufen diese Kampfkünste unbedingt für gewöhnlich so ab?
But Who do you think is tougher? Don't get me wrong. I'm just curious.
Oh. Jetzt wird's gefährlich.
Get ready to separate them.
Oh, Heiland.
It is my first day at the Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely not how I imagined celebrating it. Well, since you don't approve, I won't draw my sword here. I didn't mean it in that way. Since you've already drawn your swords, you'd be disappointed. I've received reports that the delves near the Alchemy Commission are still infested with abominations. Seems like my predecessors left quite a mess. So, if you two want to determine who's better, why not focus on them instead of each other? Clearing out some abominations? Sounds boring.
It's the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations. You don't have to ask me twice, Miss Lingcha. I'll help you get...
Oh, you think you're the only one who knows how to behave? If Lingcha needs anything, I'll gladly draw my sword and help her out.
Oh Mann, holt euch ein Zimmer.
It's so heartwarming to see both of you being so sweet and caring. So...
Gehen wir. Warte mal einen Moment. Noch nicht. Wir sehen uns erstmal beim nächsten Part. Ich muss hier jetzt eben kurz los und wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal. Wie gesagt, bis dann und ciao. Wa? Tschö.